wanted a cool Uber, that's it. I just wanted a cool Uber. Call the cops or refund my money.
This is cell phone video of the moment an Uber comfort ride turned into chaos. The driver, Miracle Smith, and the passenger, Tabitha Turner, can be seen going at it when all of a sudden, Smith sprays Turner with mace, forcing her to drop her phone.
I just wanted to go home after work and see my daughter.
That's Turner. She says she wasn't only physically assaulted, but is also receiving backlash after Smith took to social media about the incident.
They flooded my social media with threats. They've reached out to people I work with and work for.
But as the saying goes, it takes two to tango, and this video shows just that. When people watch this video, when some people do, they're going to say, listen, you were asked to get out of the car multiple times. You also called her an R slur. You're not so much a victim, but an instigator. Sure. How do you respond to that?
There is no one who's gonna watch this video and come away from it believing that my client instigated this thing in any way.
Why are you in a car if you feel threatened?
This is what I do for work. This is how I'm paying to go to school. I would never attack any passenger that has ever gotten in my car. I just wanted her to get out of the car.
That's Smith, and she says she sprayed Turner with mace in self-defense because she saw Turner pull out some sort of sharp object. Next thing, Smith says the two are out of the car, and Turner begins to attack her.
So the bite mark is right up above the end of my jawline on this side. And then for my eye, I have stitches here. And then the blood vessels in my eye are bruised and healing currently.
Needless to say, the police were called, and since then, a warrant has been issued for Smith's arrest. She tells...
I just want to share something. Before I show y'all the other side of my face, I want to know if I'm wrong. Because I'm very open. Why was I doing Uber today? I picked this lady up from the airport, right? I pick her up. We getting on about the ride. We about 15 minutes from her destination. She goes, it's hot in here. So I turn the AC up. No questions asked. I just turn it up. She goes, I just don't understand. She like, I just don't understand. This is a comfort car. Why are you doing comfort if you're not going to do what people ask you to do? Well, I just turned it up. Like, it's going to take a little second, you know, for it to cool down in here. Like, I just turned it up literally not even a minute ago. What do you think this is? We're not sitting in an industrial fan. I just turned it up. She's like, it's because you have the windows down and I can't feel it. I'm like, well, the windows are cracked. For one, they were actually cracked. I'm like, I keep on crack because a lot of people get in the car and they are sick. I'm explaining this shit to this bitch. She goes, I don't care. It's about my comfort. I ordered a comfort car. You don't need to be doing comfort if you don't. I'm like, so why are you yelling at me though? Like, I'm like, who are you talking to? Why are you yelling at me? This is kind of crazy over some AC. She's like, I'm sweating. I think it would best suit you if another driver picked you up actually. So I'm going to take you back to where I picked you up from. And we're just going to leave that at that. That was not good enough for her. She is going off. She is irate in the backseat, tripping. So I pull over. I'm gonna need you to get out right here. So I pull over in Hateville. We're off the highway. Pull over in Hateville. Can you actually get out? She's like, no, I'm not getting out until you give me a refund. I'm not gonna do it. Mind you, she's recording this whole exchange. I'm like, yeah, but you can just get out the car and I can end this trip and Uber can refund you. I'm not doing nothing. You're gonna pay me or you're gonna take me home. Well, we're gonna be sitting here all day because I'm not doing neither. Like, Uber will refund you. Get out of the car. In what world is it ever acceptable to sit in a stranger's car and then try to insinuate that you feel threatened after refusing to leave what you are perceiving as a threat, which is me asking you to get out the car? So then after that, I get out of the car and I flag somebody down because I'm recording. I flag a driver down, ask him to call 911 because she's just showing her. So I open the other driver's side door, like the passenger door. She goes, oh, you think you're going to touch me? I said, no, but I actually want you to get out the car. Can you please get out the car? You're escalating this for no reason. I'm not in the mood. It's just a lot going on in my personal life to be dealing with some foolishness because this is foolishness. This goes in her bag to get a weapon. So you know what I did? I got back in the car because what the fuck is this? I got back in the car. I sit in my driver's seat. I'm like, so you are going to do what exactly? She like, if you think you're going to touch me, da-da-da-da, bitch, da-da-da-da. I said, okay. So I proceeded to grab my mace and I maced the fuck out of her in self-defense. Because if you're going to be behind me with a weapon and insinuate that you're going to harm me, I'm going to act in my best interest, which is to protect myself. And that's what I did. I maced the shit out of her. So then after that, she proceeds to lunge from the back and attack me. You see my eye? This didn't even happen in the car. I get out the car because the car is full of mace and I have bronchitis. I get out the car. This bitch runs up on me and tries to gouge my eye out. I have scratches in my eye. My eye has stitches. Fighting I don't even know is crazy.
All right, let me be real. This just seems like a pattern. The first video that dealt with ride sharing, Uber, whatnot, it was a black male who was a father, and he was taking a black woman somewhere. She had a problem with whatever it was, GPS or how it is that he was taking directions, right? It was a big hoopla, yada, yada, yada. And you had a variety of people siding directly with the woman, and then they wanted to state that, oh, women are fearful and men do this and men do that and all this other type of stuff, right? Cool, no problem, right? She said that she felt unsafe and yada, yada, yada. Now we're dealing with a whole nother video. Oh boy, look at this. Dealing with a whole nother video. Now it is two black women. I wonder what the scapegoat is going to be for this. Are people going to talk about femicide? Are people going to talk about, oh, you know, the black man? I wonder how that's going to go, because you can't leverage fear now. You can't leverage, oh, well, men, there's no men in this situation. You have two women here, one who is a driver, the other one who is a passenger. The woman driving the vehicle clearly asked her to get out the vehicle. The woman basically refused, the passenger refused, and she was like, you know, give me my money back and I'll get out the vehicle. No, get out the car. Talk to corporate, Uber, whoever it is, send them a message, whatnot, or whatever, give a 1-star, however it is that you do it, get out of the car. Like I said, this seems to be a pattern where people feel that they are in the right, even though they want to state that, oh, I fear for my life. I'm not trying to be left stranded anywhere, this, that, and the third. Well, maybe you should have drove. Maybe you should have rented a car. I'm going to stand 10 toes down, just like I said in the previous video. Get out of the car. I don't understand what is it with women at this moment in time not wanting to follow simple instructions and get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car, get out of the car. Just because you are a passenger by way of using an app for ride sharing, it does not automatically give you the rights to somebody else's car. If the owner, who is the driver, who is the one that has the license and the insurance on the car, if they tell you to get out of the car, get out of the car. Get out. Like, there's no need to argue. There's no need to go back and forth. All of this other type of stuff, like all of this was just uncalled for. Like I said before, if she would have simply just listened to the driver and just got out the car when she said it, guess what? She would have been cool. And I ain't trying to hear nobody talking about, oh, but she would have been left on the side. She got left on the side of the road by a woman. And so what are we saying? If the driver, who was a female, felt that the side of the road was fine and safe for her, she should have got out the car. Should have got out the car. I'm not trying to hear no excuses. I'm not trying to hear no this. I ain't trying to hear no that. Like I said, this seems to be very problematic, and it seems as though people don't want to look at patient zero as being the problematic person. First video that I gave you guys before, remember, it was a black male, black female. This video is two black women. Oops. Nowhere to run now. You gotta stare the problem directly in the face. Like I said before, this is crazy. This is 100% crazy. And I keep telling people before, it's like, yo, man, you cannot just decide that you want to talk to anybody, any type of, everybody is not going to deal with however it is that you got an attitude and all this other type of stuff. Like I said, listening to the driver's video, I'm directly on her side. You're living in a day and age of which you don't know if any of these women out here got weapons on them. You don't know what they're doing. Like I said, I've brought people videos before where you had two black women in the back of an Uber, and one of the black women that was a passenger, she was holding a weapon, a loaded weapon, to the back of the seat of the male Uber driver. Like I said before, you don't know what any of these women got on them at this moment in time. And a lot of women out here are crazy, and they are just waiting for a moment or a reason to just start letting off several rounds. But again, nobody wants to focus in on this. Nobody wants to say that there are signs and symptoms to a problem. Nobody wants to state that this needs to be pointed out so that this can, start to fade away. Because again, I'm just going to simply say, if somebody gives you very simple directions to exit their vehicle, you exit the vehicle. If you care about your safety, if you care about your health, if you care about your life, just get out the car. Just get out the car. Get out of the car. Like I said, I don't know what else to tell people. I do not know what else to tell people. I do not know what else to tell people. Because I can promise you, somehow, some way, somebody's trying to write up a script and trying to blame somebody else who is not even in the picture when it deals with this video. I promise you. I promise you, somebody is writing up, a black male boogeyman right now. They're writing up that script real quick. Real quick. Like I said, and I'm going to repeat this one more time. There's going to come to a point in time where a lot of women are going to have to face these types of things out here. And then and only then will these types of situations really get called out and, hopefully fixed so that they're no longer issues, because as stated before, nobody should have to deal with this. The other woman who was an Uber driver, she pretty much lost her job. This is how it is, that she was making money and now she can't because she's banned directly from the app because of the actions of another woman. And again, I'm going to stand by the side of the black female Uber driver, because you don't know if any of these women who are passengers have weapons directly on them. Like I said, you don't know what she got directly in that back seat. Once anybody gets into your car, it's open season pretty much. This is not like the taxis from, let's say 80s, 90s, and in the 2000s, where they have the glass directly up there, where there's clear cut a barrier. You're entering somebody's car, which is just a normal car. There's no type of barrier. So anybody can reach directly from the back seat. Anybody can have this, that, and the third directly on them. Again, you don't know. You just have to have blind faith and trust in whatever God that you believe in, that nobody is up to any nefarious, type of actions, anything that's going to potentially harm you as a driver as they enter into your vehicle. Like I said, if you really think about people out here being Uber drivers, it's a very dangerous job because they don't have any type of protection, and nor is Uber, being a corporation, going to protect or be behind the drivers once anything happens. They're going to just get rid of the drivers and they're going to ban them, basically stating that the customer is always right. That's ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. And that's a very dangerous line to decide to tread as a company. Anyways, let me know you guys' sentiments and opinions in the comment description below, from anything that you guys are able to hear, or maybe some articles that you were able to read online. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.